Good evening, USFFL. We are ready for another broadcast tonight. We've got a triple header of action. We begin with already in progress, just started a moment ago, Panthers at the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins are the only team with a winning record tonight at 3-2. And then we're going to have two games that kick off an hour after that. It'll be the Vikings at the Bears. And it is also going to be the Patriots at the Raiders. Triple header coming right at you. All right, everybody, let's get me off the screen and let's start to get some football action going for us here. All right, we are just underway from the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Dolphins hosting the Panthers. 2nd and 13, and already an injury to Dante Jackson of Carolina. Dante Jackson is a right cornerback 4, so he'll now be a 0 against Jalen Waddle. The Panthers are coached by Jess Geller, and the Miami Dolphins are coached by the assistant commissioner, Tony Talaria. Dolphins come in 3-2. Panthers come in 2-3. 2nd and 13. Here comes a screen pass to Raheem Mostert. Catching the defense of the Panthers looking run here. So an opportunity for the Dolphins. And Tua gets a nice +5 yak opportunity, but it's going to be a net of just a 4-yard reception. Raheem Mostert with a bad roll on the yak chart, but they still come up with 4 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 9 now. Miami at their 26. Panthers come into the game with the 23rd ranked defense, allowing 361.6 per game. And on 3rd and 9, they're going to be in a nickel. And here comes a draw right at the middle. Raheem Mostert's going to try to churn out this 3rd and 9 on the ground. And snap fumble. Ball's on the ground right here in the first minute of the game. Panthers trying to get a turnover, and they get the good dice on the turnover roll. Let's see if he falls on it. Coach Geller going to try to return this, and does. Into the red zone, even 8 yards on that fumble return by Frankie Louvu. And just like that, the game's first turnover, and the Panthers, on their first drive of the game, began 1st and 10 at the Miami 13-yard line. Bryce Young at quarterback here. I'm going to get YouTube going here and make sure that the broadcast is working. Rather find mistakes and errors up front of this broadcast. Two tight end formation here for the Panthers. It's Miles Sanders in the deep eye, and he's going to get this first down carry up the middle, and he's brought down right away by Raekwon Davis. Dolphins nose tackle Good enough to beat the 4 on the white die. Panthers will stay in that 2 tight end set here. And on 2nd and 10, Bryce Young back to pass, short and no good, incomplete. That pass was intended for Hayden Hurst, tight end. Got a result of receiver on the defensive card, and there were only 3 possibilities there for Hurst. He missed it, and it's 3rd down and 10. The Panthers, we mentioned, are 2-3. Significant because they are carded as a 2-win team. So if Jess Geller doesn't win another game the rest of the season, he will still be matching what the team really did in real life. And for that reason, he is literally 1 win away from qualifying for our Coach of the Year tournament. Stays in the 2 tight end set, shotgun formation here. Miami showing a nickel blitz here. Back to pass, looking short, and that's going to be caught. Miles Sanders to the end zone, touchdown. Miles Sanders from Bryce Young, a touchdown pass of 13 yards. That on defender Xer 15 on the defensive card. Andrew Van Ginkel, a good linebacker, but couldn't make the stop there. And the Panthers, off the turnover, draw first blood. Extra point is good. In less than 3 minutes into this ball game, it's Panthers 7, Miami 0. Touchback coming out of that. Ensuing kick, and the Dolphins will begin at their 25-yard line. Dolphins, I believe, are a team that's been struggling in the turnover game. Indeed, Miami comes into this game -8 in turnovers. Carolina -1. First down, line buck run, and that's going to be good for 13 yards. Raheem Mostert, a first down carry on his first rush of the day. Ball out to the 38. Dolphins do have 2 of the most electric running backs. Just the best running back tandem. With honorable mention probably to Detroit's David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, as I saw firsthand in a week 1 loss to the Lions. Dolphins also in a 2 tight end set here on 1st and 10. Defense looking pass. It's a draw right back to the ground game, and nothing doing there. Raheem Mostert brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Left guard Lester Cotton could not make the block, and it's 2nd down and 10. Had a lot of fun watching the USFFL and regular football this year. We've broadcasted several games. What you may not know is that if you look at every game that's been on the schedule so far, I've probably watched in part or in full 70% of the games. Most games I click on and keep an eye on it. I like to pay attention, see what's going on. Stratomatic is that awesome. 2nd and 10. Here's a draw up the middle, right back to the run game. This one's going to Devin A-Chain. I believe this is his first carry, and A-Chain to the defensive card, and he's got himself a really nice pickup there. Full bore on the short gain chart for a plus 20 for Devin A-Chain. Across midfield, 1st and 10 at the Carolina 42. Panthers defense rated average against the pass, but rated poor against the run. Not a surprise. First down screen pass. Mostert's got it, and he's going to get pickup of 8. 0-man column on the defensive card, and it's 2nd down and 2. And now to a base run set, blocking back, although in the shotgun here is Tua. Defense looks run. It's a quick slant pass, and that's caught for a gain of 8. Smythe tied in on that catch. 1st and 10. Dolphins now at the Carolina 26. Defense looks run, and Tua's looking pass here. Tyreek Hill going to the end zone, empty zone. To the defensive card it goes, and Tyreek Hill with the catch. And if there's no flags, he's got himself a touchdown. 26 yards, Tua to Tyreek. The Dolphins with a quick answer. And the extra point from Jason Sanders is coming up. Only double sixes would miss it. Tua is 5 for 5 in the game so far. The snap, the kick, and it's good. Extra point is through, and with 9:18 to go here in the first quarter, Panthers, Dolphins tied up at 7. And one of our avalanche of touchbacks follows. And the Panthers begin at their 25. Right back to a 2 tight end set. Miles Sanders, the tailback, I believe that's due to an injury. Indeed, Chuba Hubbard out for this game and one more after that. Quite a few injuries, actually. Here's a 4-yard run up the middle. Miles Sanders sets up a 2nd down and 6. Just taking a look at some of the injuries listed here. Jaylene Phillips out for the Dolphins. Well, Panthers are missing their right tackle, who pass blocks 7. It's their only 7 pass blocker. Taylor Morton. There's a 3-yard run for Miles Sanders. A couple of chunks from Miles, and it's 3rd down and 3. Week 6 action in the USFFL. "32 teams hunting up on the Harlan McLean Trophy. And on 3rd and 3, defense looks run, and it's going to be a flat pass. DJ Chark with the catch and run of 8 yards. Bryce Young hit him 6 on the white die to the defensive card. 0-man column helped convert that one. Panthers are out to the 40. It's 1st and 10. And the Panthers, if they're going to look to pull off the upset here, are going to need some breaks on 3rd down. They're off to a good start, 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. There's a 1st down flat right back to DJ Chark, and it's incomplete this time. As Bryce Young went to his own card, 2nd down and 10. Two tight end set. Miles Sanders is carded for 129 carries. So that'll give him probably around 15 carries in the game before he starts looking fatigued. Wow, 3.3 average, too. That's nothing like what Chuba Hubbard offers. Off tackle, right back to him, and Sanders is going to pick up just a couple. Tight end Tommy Tremble couldn't make the block to beat the white die. It's 3rd down and 8. Now out of the shotgun, Bryce Young. Still 2 tight ends. Safety Deshaun Elliott up close, showing blitz here out of the nickel for Miami. And Bryce Young is back to pass. Looking short to his tight end, Hayden Hurst. But he is brought down. Sack on the play. And the ball is out, too. Sack and fumble. And I think Miami's got it. There's a scrum for it around the 33. And indeed, that's picked up by Miami. And he rumbles forward a couple yards. Sacked by the nose, Christian Wilkins. And that forced the fumble on Bryce Young. Turnovers now even, and Miami has the short field this time. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 30. Dolphins will split out 3 wide receivers. It's Berrios in the slot. Here's an inside run draw to Mostert. Defense called run, so good call there by Coach Geller. That sends it to the keyed column for a loss of a yard, and Mostert puts the ball on the ground. Fumble by the Dolphins. And looks like Carolina has picked it up, and they have. Turnovers on back-to-back plays. Dolphins. 2 turnovers here in the first quarter. They were -8 coming into the game. So they turn it right back over. Blow that scoring opportunity, and the Panthers are 1st and 10 on the change of possession at their own 31. Back to pass, looking deep for Adam Thielen, incomplete. And Bryce Young hit the interception split roll on Miami's defense. So lucky to get out of there without another turnover. We almost had it 3 straight plays. 2nd and 10 now at the 31. Miami's defense carded as good against the run. average to poor against the pass. Second and 10, 2 tight ends for Carolina. And Dolphins came off sides. Made contact, flag, 5 yards to the offense. And it's 2nd and 5. Panthers right back to the 2 tight end set. 3-4 defense here from Miami now. Here's a flat pass, double up on the flat. So a good call here, Coach Talaria, and it's incomplete. Both these coaches have been doubling up flats a couple times here in the first quarter. Nice call there by Tony T. And that makes it 3rd and 5 as the Dolphins defense looks to get off the field here. Dolphins defense is going to drop into the nickel here on 3rd and 5. Bryce Young is under center out of the 2 tight end set. Here's a flat pass, right side going to Tommy Tremble. There is a man in the zone, but a 6 in the white die goes past that. To receiver we go, and incomplete. So Tommy Tremble got the 0-man column, but when it came up receiver, he couldn't convert. And that makes it 4th down and 5. The Dolphins defense holds. Miami defense comes into the day 10th ranked at 320.6 yards per. There's a 48-yard punt from Johnny Hecker, fielded at the 14-yard line, and a nice return out to the 23 by Braxton Berrios, and the Dolphins will begin right there. Still tied at 7 here in this interleague game, or I should say interconference game. And on 1st and 10, the Dolphins are surprising, coming out no wide receivers. 3 running backs, 2 tight ends, so a big heavy formation here. 3-4 for the Panthers. Defense guesses run, but 2 is back to pass. Looking short here and going to Julian Hill. It's incomplete. Actually had the interception split roll. Couldn't hit it. 2nd and 10. From the 23. Panthers do have a couple of good blitzers. Brian Burns, left outside linebacker, is a 12, star 3. And inside linebacker Frankie Luvu is a 10. Got a 9 on the outside too. Vitor Gross Matos. So 3 linebackers that can apply pressure. They guess pass, but it's run. Draw up the middle and a gain of just 3. As Raheem Mostert couldn't find room behind his center, Connor Williams, who failed to make the block. It's 3rd down and 7. And Tony is going to split out 4 wide receivers. Dolphins in a spread formation. Coach Geller has the Panthers in a nickel. Looking pass, but it's another draw on 3rd and 7, right up the middle for 5. Not quite enough. Devin A. Chain did get to his card on the wrong column. And a beautiful card it is, but comes up 2 yards short. And from their own 31, the Dolphins are going to punt. Jake Bailey on to boot it. Skies that one 45 yards in the air, fielded at the 24 by Amir Smith-Marset. And Amir Smith-Marset up ahead across the 30 and finally brought down at the 32. Gain of 8. So 2:42 to go first quarter. Still tied at 7. Panthers take over at their own 32. During the second half of this game, for sure, we expect to have 2 other games underway. We'll cover them live for you here. Bears and Vikings, Patriots and Raiders. Back to pass on first down. Bryce Young looks short, and that's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for DJ Chark. But Jalen Ramsey. Result was defender Xer 15, and Jalen Ramsey came through, as you would expect he would. He's rated a 6. That forces the incompletion, 2nd and 10. Bryce Young, 2 of 8 for 21 yards. As the Panthers offense behind the sticks once again. 2 tight ends set. Defense looks run again, and back to pass is Bryce Young. Going to go short once again. Hayden Hurst, and incomplete. As Hurst once again is foiled on his receiving card. This time on the wrong column. So Bryce Young, cold here in the early going, 2 of 9, and it's 3rd down and 10. And after converting their first 2 third downs, the Panthers have missed their last 2. Bryce Young backs up into the shotgun now. Safety up close, showing blitz. Elliott for Dolphins. They are in the nickel. And the play call is finally in. Back to pass, Bryce Young, and he is brought down. Sack on the play. Bradley Chubb from the outside on the sack. Loss of 7, and the Panthers on 4th and 17 will punt from the 25. Punt of 50 yards, fielded way back at the 25-yard line. And a fumble on the return, but picked up by the Dolphins. So no harm done, and they'll take over at their own 23. Correction on that big 3rd down sack a moment ago. It was not Bradley Chubb. It was actually Andrew Van Ginkel who made that sack to force the punt. Devin A. Chains, the tailback here. 3 wide receivers on the field. Tua, back to pass. Looking for a little circle to the button hook to Devin A. Chain, and it's a yak opportunity for Devin. And A. Chain's got good yardage out across the 35, brought down at the 37. In a 14. Dolphins 1st and 10 at their own 37. A-Chain with a B-rated yak. Dolphins have outgained Carolina 97-14. Because of their sacks, Panthers have 14 yards, yet have 2 first downs. 1st and 10. Here's a flat pass. Tyreek Hill, and a yak opportunity for Tyreek. And he's going to get himself 7 on that play. It's 2nd and 3. Coach Geller actually had the linebackers doubled up in those flat zones, so he was really looking to get that to the defensive card, but failed in that endeavor. Tyreek makes the catch. So 2nd and short. Basic run, blocking back set with H-Aim. Behind Tua. And here's a flat pass, left side, double-teamed receiver. Jalen Waddle is double-teamed here. But it's going to be a yak opportunity, and Jalen Waddle says, first down catch. Gain of 12 into Carolina territory at the 44. The Panthers had him doubled on the play, but it was a linebacker on the double team and not the free safety. A linebacker double team will not count for you in the flats. And so Waddle got the first down. It brings the end of the first quarter. After one here in Miami, Panthers and Dolphins are tied at 7 apiece. Dolphins on the move, though. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 44. There's a draw up the middle and a nice run of 7 yards. Jeff Wilson. Jess Geller, Panthers defense. Called run on a draw there. So they got a free 2 linebackers in zone on that play, but it really didn't matter. 7 yards nonetheless. So 2nd and 3 at the Carolina 37 from right here. That's 2 through 8 field goal range for Jason Sanders with a 3-yard cushion on the variable. Back to pass. There's a flat pass. This one goes to Tyreek. He's got it. And a gain of 5. That's a first down. Now at the 32. Once again, Panthers on the play had doubled up on Tyreek, but had done it with a linebacker. That's the right idea if it was a short pass to Tyreek Hill, but in that case, it was a little dump off. 2 is 9 of 10. Here's a first down draw up the middle and a nice gain. First down yardage for Jeff Wilson as he gets 13 on his wrong column, I should say. That's into the red zone. Miami now 1st and 10 at the Carolina 19-yard line. And the Fins split out 3 wide receivers. Berrios is back in the game. Panthers move to the nickel. Panthers look run, but it's a square in pass. Braxton Berrios out of the slot. Wrong opportunity. Tua on his card. A +7 yak starter for Berrios. And Braxton Berrios has got a first down inside the 10, inside the 5, and tackled at the 4. Troy Hill brought him down, but not before a gain of 15 yards. And from the 4-yard line, it's going to be 1st and goal, Dolphins. Full house set here. The Bigs are in. Panthers in a 3-4. Their nose tackle's a 0, if you're interested. Here's a pitch out. Guesses run, and there's going to be a dead ball penalty. Neutral zone infraction against the Panthers. And that'll get the Dolphins even closer. 1st and goal at the 2. Three running backs, 2 tight ends. Tua under center. They're certainly showing run. Defense crashes run. Tua back to pass. Short and no good. Incomplete. Durham Smythe, the intended target. Difference on that play was Panthers coach Geller keeping his safety home for a fourth man in the zone as it went to the defensive card. And it's 2nd and goal at the 2. Full house set for the offense. Here's a reverse, Jalen Waddle, and he's going to be brought down 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The defense was surprised by that, per the card image. Now 3rd and goal at the 7. I don't know about anybody else. I have not seen a lot of success on reverses and double reverses, and they've not been in my repertoire. If you get success with it, more power to you. 3rd and goal at the 7 now. And that's going to make the Dolphins get out of the bigs, and it's 4 wide receivers on the field now. 2 out of the shotgun. Panthers in the nickel. Still tied early 2nd quarter. Defense thinking pass, but it's run. Mostert up the middle. Going to try to get it right at the heart of the defense here. Gets his card, and Mostert gets through into the end zone. Touchdown. Dolphins are in. On 3rd and goal at the 7, they go to the running game. And Miami breaks the tie here at the 11:42 mark of the 2nd quarter. The extra point from Jason Sanders is up and good. The Dolphins at home are back out in front, 14-7. And Sanders boots a touchback. Panthers take over at their own 25. Miles Sanders substituted out for Raheem Blackshear. And on 1st down, Blackshear is going to run it for 6 yards. That one off tackle to the left side. Sets up a 2nd down and 4. Blackshear's out. Sanders back in at tailback. Two tight ends here. And on 2nd and 4, here's a quick slant over the middle, empty zone, and Bryce Young hits his man, Tommy Tremble, up ahead for a good 16 yards. As that one went to the defensive card, 0-man column. The Panthers are out near midfield now, 1st and 10 at their own 47. Panthers offensively ranked 23rd in the league at 314.2 per game. That was just Bryce Young's 3rd completion of the game. Here's a 1st down run up the middle. Miles Sanders. There is 1 man in zone, and it's just a 3-yard gain. That gain was cut in half with a linebacker in that zone. 2nd down and 7. Now from the midfield stripe. Sanders out. Blackshear back in at tailback. Blackshear only carded for 14 carries, so you know he's vulnerable for sure to low usage running back containment. In action earlier today, in an upset, Cleveland Browns defeated the San Francisco 49ers. Off tackle Blackshear, and he's going to get 3 yards. And to our earlier point, that was +5 on his column and on the wrong column. But it got capped at +3 because of low usage. So it's 3rd and 4. Now in Miami territory at the 47-yard line. Two tight ends of the game. Miles Sanders, the tailback. Dolphins in a 3-4. Back to pass and brought down quickly is Bryce Young. Christian Wilkins again, his second sack again on 3rd down, and it forces another Carolina punt. Now that punt goes inside the 10 to the 6-yard line and returned out to the 13, and that's where the Dolphins will take over. 8:24 left here in the second quarter. Dolphins are up 14-7 and have the ball. Bryce Wilson's been under a lot of pressure in this game so far, and he's been sacked 3 times, twice by Christian Wilkins. Dolphins come out in a 2 tight end set. It's Jeff Wilson at tailback. Back to pass. Looking deep and double teamed is Waddle and incomplete. That one went to Tua's card. Credit to Coach Geller as he had the double team on Jalen Waddle at the right time. And that was with the free safety, too. 2nd down and 10 at the 13. Wilson stays in at tailback. Dolphins in the blocking back set. Tua back to pass. Looking short. This one's going to his tight end, Durham Smythe. And Tua is forced to dump it off instead. Looks it off and gets it out in the flat to Jalen Waddle. And Waddle has a catch. A good yardage out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Gain of 23 on that dump off to Jalen Waddle. Miami all the way out to their 36-yard line now. Halfway through the second quarter. Panthers still just 33 yards of offense. Tua with a quick hitch over the middle. 2 men in zone, but Jalen Waddle makes the catch nonetheless and gets 2 yards. That was yak yardage provided by Tua. 2nd down and 8. Speaking of Tua, he's now 12 of 15 for 121 yards and a touchdown. Dolphins up by 7, looking to build on that. 3 wide receivers split out. Defense looks run. Here comes a deep ball to Tyreek Hill. Empty zone. Right back to the defensive card. And receiver result, no good as Tyreek Hill misses long pass wrong on his card. There are literally only 4 incompletions on long pass wrong for Tyreek Hill. But Coach Talaria found one there, and it's 3rd and 8. From their own 38. Dolphins 1 for 3 on 3rd down so far in this game. Out of the shotgun, Tua back to pass. Tua's looking short on this play, going to Julian Hill, and it's a receiver opportunity, and Hill can't bring it in. And it's 4th and 8. Miami's got a punt. From their own 38, it's Jake Bailey on a 49 yards. Going to be fielded at the 13 for the Panthers. And fair caught there by Amir Smith-Marset. And that leaves 6 minutes on the game clock here, second quarter. Dolphins are up 14-7. Panthers with the ball at their own 13. And again, Panthers, just 30-some yards of offense. We already showed you their 23rd ranked offense. The Miami defense is ranked 10th. First down, quick slant, empty zone, and Tommy Tremble with another good gainer. First down yardage out across the 25 and brought down at the 27. Panthers caught an empty look-in zone for a gain of 14. Two tight ends set. Thielen and Chark, the wideouts. And Bryce Young with a quick little hitch over the middle, going to DJ Chark, and Chark's got it for 5. That one went to the zero-man column, but receiver was the result. Chark turned that into his second catch, and it's 2nd down and 5 now. Bryce Young back to pass again, looking short, and Chark's got it. Going to pick up a 12 on a first down. DJ Chark, back-to-back plays, doing work on Jalen Ramsey. Move the sticks. Panthers 1st and 10 out to their 44. Right back to the two tight end set here for Carolina. Here's a run up the middle. Nothing doing. Miles Sanders on a line buck. Couldn't get anything. It's 2nd and 10. And Sanders on the day, 6 runs for just 12 yards. Coach Geller feeling the loss of Chuba Hubbard. Second down and 10. Back to pass. Bryce Young. He's looking left over to DJ Chark again, and it's caught again as Chark moves the sticks one more time. Now into Miami territory, 1st and 10 at the 45. Bryce Young heating up here on this drive. Now 7 of 14 for 79 yards. Clock ticks down to 3 minutes. Both teams all 3 timeouts. Miles Sanders is out. Raheem Blackshear is back in, and on first down, there's a run. Blackshear going nowhere. That time found the clean 0 on his card on wrong, and it's 2nd and 10. Been a pretty clean game so far, just 1 penalty apiece for a grand total of 7 penalty yards. Miami's lost 2 fumbles. The Panthers have lost 1. 2nd and 10, Miles Sanders is back in at tailback. And just 1 tight end out here. Blocking back set, back to pass. Looking short, going once again to DJ Chark and incomplete. That was almost complete. That was on the defensive card, 3-man column, and, well, 3's the only automatic incompletion. So 3rd and 10 now for Carolina. They're at the Miami 45. Got a good kicker if you can get down to the 39. From there, it would be a 2-7 and 12. Bryce Young out of the shotgun. Back to a 2 tight end set, Hurst and Tremble. And kind of a quiet day for Adam Thielen, carded at 103 catches. Safety up close. Elliott showing blitz for Miami. And here's a flat pass going to Tremble, and it's going to be no good, as he found a soft spot on his receiver card. And at the 2-minute warning, the Panthers are going to have to punt. 4th and 10 at the Miami 45. I thought we might get a coffin corner, and we do. Johnny Hecker punting from Miami's 45. He angles it, but he got too much of it, and that's going to sail right into the end zone and through the back. And so the Dolphins take over at their own 20-yard line. Coach Geller making a joke about the snake eyes punt that ruined a good coffin corner attempt. We're about 8 minutes away from kickoff of 2 more games in the USFFL, Vikings and Bears, as well as Patriots in Vegas against the Raiders. Miami bringing out a full house set. Tyreek Hill's not even in the game here. At your own 20. Just under 2 minutes left to go. It's an interesting formation choice, but of course the Dolphins' 2 running backs are so deadly, and you still have Jalen Waddle out there to keep defenses honest. But it'll be interesting to see the play call from here. Coach Geller's got the Panthers in a 3-4. And indeed, they are running it. First down draw up the middle to Devin Achane, and he's good for just 3 yards. Brought down by Shy Tuttle. That result just missed a couple of short gains on the defensive cord. 2nd down and 7 now, Miami at their own 23. Now down to 90 seconds left in the half. Still out of the full house set here. So Coach Teleria working outside the box here. All out blitz by the linebackers, and it's a screen to Achane and a pick up a 4. And Achane fails to get out of bounds. Nice tackle there by Xavier Woods to bring him down in play, and it's 3rd and 3 at the 27. The Dolphins go to the hurry up on this 3rd and 3. So they're going to stay that way in the full house set here. So interesting. 3 straight full house formations for Miami when they had 2 minutes and 3 timeouts left. Interesting. No Tyreek Hill on this drive yet. 3rd and 3. Full house, although it is a shotgun here for Tua Tagovailoa. Panthers out of a 3-4. Back to pass and looking deep. Linebackers all out blitz. Let's see if he gets it off. He does. And actually he does not. He's forced to scramble with it. And Tua's got a first down. Looked like he was going to get rid of that, and instead he saw a lane and tucked and got the first down, and the Dolphins will take their first time out of the half. Stopping the clock with exactly 1 minute to go before halftime. Dolphins 1st and 10 at their own 33, and now they split out 4 wide receivers, and Tua's back in the shotgun. Tua back to pass. He is looking deep again, and this time he's looking for Tyreek Hill. Let's see if he gets this off. And instead, he's flushed out. Couldn't get rid of it in time. Dumping it off out here in the flat to Braxton Berrios, and a yak opportunity for him. And Berrios gets just 2 yards. Miami at their own 35. Let's see if they want to stop the clock here. 2nd and 8. An interesting play call. Miami goes to the hurry up again. Saves the timeout. Clock runs all the way down to 37 seconds. 4 wide receivers split out. Tua's in the shotgun. It's A-Chain beside him. Panthers in the nickel. And here's a draw up the middle, and A-Chain's going to lose a yard on that one. Got the one on the white die that put it on the correct column. And we're waiting for the post-play choice here from Miami. And the Dolphins take their 2nd timeout. And so the Dolphins 3rd and 9 at their own 34 with 30 seconds left and 1 timeout. I just don't understand I guess you're trying to cross up the coach probably with that full house formation, but man, 3 straight plays without Tyreek Hill on the field when it's 2-minute offense time. I don't know. I look at that as a win if I'm a defensive coach, I think. And on 3rd and 9, Tua back to pass, but it's a draw up the middle. A-Chain's going to get just 5 yards. That makes it 4th and 4. And that may end the half. But instead, Carolina is going to take their first time out. That stops it with 22 seconds left. 4th and 4 Miami, and I think they're going to punt here. Surely they're going to punt. Excuse me. Wow. And instead, Miami is going for this. Wow. 4th and 4 at their own 39. Just going to give them field goal range, maybe. And then they call a run. Mostert up the middle, and he rolls the 5 on his card. It's a 0 gain. Turnover on downs. And with 15 seconds left in the half, Panthers might get a gift field goal. They're at the Miami 39. From right there, it's 2-7 and 12 for the field goal. They still have 2 timeouts. All they need is a little variable protection here because they don't have any variable cushion here right now at all. Panthers, 2 tight ends on the field. Bryce Young is out of the shotgun. I don't know. Don't be surprised if we get a run, and indeed we do. Inside run, Miles Sanders goes to the defensive card, and Miles Sanders can't beat the nose tackle. Christian Wilkins makes that stop, and it's 2nd and 9 at the Miami 38. Carolina takes their 2nd timeout. And the Panthers have time for 1 more play. There's 8 seconds left on the clock. They have 1 timeout. They've got 1 yard of cushion on that variable to fire off this field goal. Coach Giller comes out offensively with 2 tight ends again. Bryce Young out of the shotgun. You got to think they're running or dumping it off here. Can't afford a sack. Dolphins in a nickel. Defense looks past. It's a run up the middle, and Sanders, good yardage, 7 yards on the carry. That gets him to the next range up. They stop the clock with the last time out. Clock stops with 1 second left. From the 31-yard line, a 48-yard field goal. 2 through 8, 11 and 12 for Eddie Pinheiro. Kick is up, and it's good. And indeed, the ballsy offensive play call there at the end for Miami results in a late field goal for Carolina. And at halftime, down in the Sunshine State, Dolphins are still winning at home, 14-10 over the Panthers. And we are now at the top of the hour. These coaches will probably take a halftime break. Let's take a look, because I think we have 2 other games on tap tonight. And indeed we do. Patriots at Raiders is going. Let's see about pulling that one up. All right, live from Las Vegas. And we've just had a touchdown. And the Patriots are kicking an extra point as they take a lead. And we'll have to see. That game just kicked me out. We'll try it again. But I've suspected this year my computer, I need to get a new one next year. It's just starting to get a little glitchy. And I think that when it has a propensity for being glitchy, you're asking a lot for it to run these games in multiplicity. Worked pretty well in the past, but I'm a little less confident this year. We'll see. And we are back in Vegas. That was Demario Douglas, a 3-yard recovery. That resulted in that touchdown. Interesting. What did we miss? Let's take a look, because I'm curious now. Raiders a squib kickoff to start the game. They got a touchdown. They obtained it on a punt. They must have. I'm confused. Punt return touchdown. The Patriots are up 7-0. I don't know. That doesn't make sense as I'm looking at the historical on what happened there. I'm sure the coaches will explain it to us somewhere along the way. Patriots are coached by Dennis Young, and they are 2-3 on the year. I believe that's right. Indeed, they are 2-3 on the year. They're carded for only 4 wins, so Coach Young has his team halfway there. Second half underway in Miami. Dolphins beating the Panthers. 14-10. Here's a screen to Josh Jacobs, and he's got a first down for the Raiders at the New England 39. So the Raiders are on the march. Raiders began the season 1-4. They are currently on a 3-game losing streak, and they've scored exactly 7 points in all 3 games. So I'd say that the Raiders are on a scoring drought. Off tackle, Josh Jacobs, and he's got good yardage, and he's going to go. Touchdown! Just when I said they're on a scoring drought, Josh Jacobs thunders off tackle right. He gets a long touchdown run. He is injured on the play. He'll miss the rest of the first half after a 39-yard touchdown run. So that's an interesting development there in Vegas. Josh Jacobs goes for a 39-yard touchdown run, comes up lame on the play, and with 7:48 to go in the first quarter, Patriots and Raiders are tied 7-7, and Josh Jacobs is going to miss the next quarter and a half. Raiders are coached by Paul Conti, who is second or third, somewhere in that range on our stack ranking. Been playing the Raiders forever in this league. Certainly ever since I've been here. Just grabbing the game number for the other game we can check on in a little bit here. Patriots with possession again. And after a Max Crosby sack on first down, they have a 2nd and 17. As I recall, I think Max Crosby was among the league leaders in sacks. Max Crosby with 5 sacks on the season. Actually, the leaders are Vita Vea of Tampa Bay and Montez Sweat of the Chicago Bears. Speaking of which, let's go see what's going on with those Chicago Bears. As we take a look at our third game of the night. It is a USFFL triple cast tonight. And we are live from Chicago. The Vikings are setting up for a 42-yard field goal attempt to break a 0-0 tie. Greg Joseph lines it up, and he has shanked it from 45 yards away. 2 through 6, 11, and 12, and the Vikes missed it. Bears will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34. Back to pass, and now forced to scramble to the right. Justin Fields, good yardage around the right end, and he gets 9, 2nd down and 1. Justin Fields been a busy quarterback on the year, running the ball. 184 yards rushing coming into this game. Here's a run up the middle to Khalil Herbert. And he's good for 2 yards and a first down. Defense keyed him, but ultimately it didn't matter. Defense is the Minnesota Vikings, coached by Coach Chris Kaufman, coming off a big win over the Kansas City Chiefs. Congratulations, by the way, again on that win, Chris. I got to tell you, that was an impressive victory. Thought you did a good job in that game. And back to pass Justin Fields. He is looking deep to his tight end. He's double teamed, however, and it's incomplete. There is a penalty on the play, though. And that's going to be against Minnesota. Just a 5-yard offsides penalty, so it'll be 1st and 5 for Chicago. Chicago Bears are coached by Mike Martin. Bears are 1-4 on the year after shutting out the Commanders this past week. Here's a flat pass, DJ Moore, and it's no good, incomplete. As Justin Fields misses it on flat pass wrong, finding the only empty spot. It's 2nd and 5. Still 14-10 in Miami. Bears 2nd and 5 at midfield. Fields back to pass, looking short. He's got Darnell Mooney. That's a 10-yard completion and a 1st down. Bears now at the 40-yard line of Minnesota. Vikings defense rated good to excellent against the pass. They are rated poor against the run. Fields just 1 of 5 passing on the day. Here's a quick slant by Fields. 2-men in zone, and that's going to be the difference. Incomplete. Nice call, Coach Kaufman, as he left 2 men in that look-in zone. And it's 2nd and 10. We're going to head out to Miami with this red zone update. The Panthers are now 3rd and 7 at the Miami 9. Big play coming up here. Still down by 4. Touchdown would give them the lead. 2 tight ends for the Panthers. Miles Sanders, the tailback. Safety up close, showing blitz out of the nickel for Miami. Bryce Young is under center, waiting on that snap of the ball. Is it coming? Come on, guys. And here's the play call on 3rd and 7 from the 9. Back to pass and a quick sack. Christian Wilkins again on 3rd down again for the 3rd time in this game. Nose tackle Christian Wilkins of Miami on 3rd down has put to rest a Carolina drive. He forces a field goal attempt. It is up and good by Panero. But Christian Wilkins coming through again. Miami's lead is cut to 1. It is 14-13. And after a touchback, they'll take over at their own 25 with just over 10 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. Bears drive did not score. Vikings have it back now. 2nd and 10 at their own 38. Here's a flat pass, Alexander Madison, and that's going to be caught. Madison's got it for 6 yards. He was double teamed, but I think the zone was empty, so it went to the right column. 3rd down and 4 Vikings. Vikes converted one of their 2 third-down attempts. They're going to try to run for it. Off tackle, and Madison's got it. Powers ahead for 8 yards on the power of a nice block from Christian Darrisaw as he matched that 5 on the white die. Speaking of 5s, there's 555s there and an injury to Tyreek Stevenson of the Bears. First and 10, back to pass. Cousins was looking deep, but he's going to have to dump it off. Forced to dump it out here to Addison, and actually he was going to, oh no, another injury. That was going to KJ Osborne, but now we have an injury to Justin Jefferson. Let's take a look here, folks. Justin Jefferson is injured for the first half. So Josh Jacobs with the Raiders is going to miss all of the second quarter, as is Justin Jefferson of the Vikings. Also heard a moment ago was Tyreek Stevenson for the Bears. That's a right cornerback 0, so not a huge loss there. Vikings now in Bears territory, 2nd and 10 at the 48. Back to pass, looking short as Cousins, but he's going to be dumping it off again and incomplete. TJ Hawkinson couldn't get it, and it's 3rd down and 10. The Bears defensively rate good against the run and average to poor against the pass. Still a scoreless first quarter here in NFC action. And on 3rd and 10, here's a flat pass going to KJ Osborne, and that's incomplete. So trifecta of incompletions for Cousins, and the Vikings are going to have to punt it back to the Bears at the 48 of Chicago. And now the Patriots, as we switch over to AFC action, and a nice run there by Ezekiel Elliott, 17 yards. Into the red zone, the Patriots are now 1st and 10 at the Las Vegas 17. Red zone opportunity, another run up the middle for Elliott. And Zeke not going anywhere that time, just 2 yards. And on 2nd and 8 at the 15, back to pass, little dump off to Gesicki, and it's going to be caught. Gain of 7 yards for Gesicki, and that makes it 3rd and 1 Patriots at the Las Vegas 8. Here comes a sneak to the quarterback. He is keyed defensively, and a 2-yard loss. Great call there from Coach Paul Conti. Puts the Patriots in a 4th and 3 at the 10, and they're going to settle for a field goal attempt. Coach Dennis Young going to take the points. 10:48 to go in the second quarter. Chad Ryland on to kick the field goal, and from 27 yards, he is true. And with 10.5 to go in the second quarter, the Patriots extend to a 2-score lead, 17-7 on the road at Vegas. Back in Miami now. Third quarter, 6:36 to go. Dolphins just up on the Panthers by 1, 14-13, and the Panthers have the ball in Dolphins territory. Makes me wonder if we've had another turnover. Wasn't a turnover. There's a first down flat pass to the tight end Trimble, and he's got it for 6 yards. There's a penalty, and that's going to be on the Dolphins, illegal contact. And so 1st and 10 now. Panthers at the Dolphins 40. Two tight ends set. Hurst and Trimble. The Panthers have just been so vulnerable to the sack, but they're going to take a shot again. Back to pass and looking deep. Looks like the zone is empty. He's going to his tight end, Hayden Hurst. Free safety was double teaming somebody else, but unfortunately Young is going to be forced to dump it off. Goes to the halfback, Miles Sanders, and he's got the catch and room inside the 30 and brought down at the 26. First down catch of 14 yards on the play. That was actually a plus 30 on the defensive card, but Miles Sanders isn't carded for it. That's the bad news. The good news is move the sticks. Panthers 1st and 10 at the Miami 26. There's a flat pass. Tommy Trimble. And Trimble's got another catch and run. First down yardage inside the 15 and tackled at the 12. Javon Holland with a tackle, but not before another 14-yard pass to Tommy Trimble. Trimble averaging 14.7 on 3 catches today. And it's 1st and 10 at the Miami 12. Panthers on the verge of taking the lead here. Oh, a great call offense. Hitch to DJ Chark. It was a run and they emptied the zone. Catch. Chark's got it to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Coach Jess Geller hits the hitch play and finds an empty look-in zone, and DJ Chark takes it in for the score as the Panthers go in front. 19-14. They could go for 2 and a 7-point lead, but they're going to go ahead and kick this extra point. Eddie Pinheiro is on. And Pinheiro just slips it through. With just over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, upset brewing. Panthers winning on the road in Miami, 20-14. Bryce Young has been sacked 4 times in that game. Now back to Las Vegas, where the Patriots are once again in the red zone. Already up 17-7. They've got a 2nd and 2 at the 10. Mac Jones drops back. Quick look-in pass to Demario Douglas. Catch, run, and brought down at the 2. That's a first down. It's 1st and goal at the 2. Patriots starting to open it up here in the first half against the Raiders. Full house formation. Vegas in a 4-3 set. Mac Jones looking good today. 12 of 16 for 148 and a touchdown. Patriots trying to even their record here. Here's a handoff right at the middle. Zeke Elliott, and he's going to get just 1 yard. And that'll make it 2nd and goal at the 1. Patriots got this drive started with an interception. Gave him a short field, and now second and goal at the 1. Full house formation. Here's an inside run. Ramondre Stevenson, touchdown, Patriots. That's New England. Extra point pending, opens up a 23-7 lead on the Raiders. Chad Ryland gets the extra point, 24-7. Patriots winning on the road. Mid-second quarter. Second quarter in Chicago. Bears and Vikings still scoreless at 0. As we see a quick dump off to DJ Moore that goes for 14 yards on a snake eyes yak roll for Moore. Bears getting close to the red zone here at the 28. Vikings safety Bynum up close, showing blitz. Here's a flat pass right side. This one's going right back to DJ Moore. And DJ Moore's got the catch, beats the linebacker. First down yardage inside the 15-yard line and brought down at the 14. Gain of 14 on the play. First and 10 there for the Bears. DJ Moore, 3 catches, 34 yards. Bynum up close, showing blitz again for the Vikes. Fields a quick flat pass. Khalil Herbert's got it, and he's going to get just 4 yards to the 10, where it'll be second down and 6. Safety up close again, showing blitz for Minnesota. Vikings do have a star blitzer. It's left end, Daniil Hunter. On second and 6, Bears go off tackle again. Khalil Herbert, left side. And Herbert's got good yardage, and he's going to go right into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. As Khalil Herbert gets the short gain on the defensive card. No linebackers at home, and he sauntered right into the end zone. 10-yard touchdown run. The extra point is good. And at the 9:18 mark of the second quarter, the Chicago Bears are out in front 7-0. The Bears, incidentally, shut out their opponent last week. So they're working on a 6th straight scoreless quarter if they can get to halftime. No sacks yet for Montez Sweat, the league leader. Back to Miami, where we've got a flat pass going to Raheem Mostert. He's got a catch and nice run inside the 15, inside the 10, and brought down at the 9. Safety Xavier Woods on the tackle. But it's first and goal. Dolphins now at the 9-yard line. They trail by 6, 20-14. Blocking back base set here for Miami. Panthers look run. Back to pass. Tua looking short. This one's going to his tailback Mostert, and it is no good. Incomplete. As Tua hits the interception split roll on Carolina's card. It's second and goal at the 9. Miami has outgained Carolina 261 to 144, but they trail by 6. Looking to change that here. Second and goal at the 9. 2 out of the shotgun now. Tailback for Miami on this play is Devin Achane. And we've got a similar call. Defense looking run, but it's a short pass to Devin Achane. And Achane's got it. As the defender was rolled and the linebackers couldn't make the stop. That ties the game at 20 on the touchdown pass from Tua to Devin Achane. Ten-play, 60-yard touchdown drive for the Dolphins. Extra point by Jason Sanders pending would give Miami the lead. And that extra point is up and good. And with just 54 seconds left in the third quarter, Miami Dolphins are back out in front of the Panthers, 21 to 20. Patriots are on the move again. 2-minute offense. 19-yard dump off to Zeke Elliott. As the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the Vegas 30. Coach Dennis Young putting a hurt on the Raiders tonight so far. Inside run. And a gain of 5 there for Zeke Elliott. Patriots call their first timeout. 2 remaining. Minute 7 on the clock. Wow. Miles Sanders, 11 runs, just 29 yards. For the Panthers. Tough to stay in a game when that's your reality, but Vegas looking pass here, but it's a draw up the middle. Ramondre Stevenson. And he's got good yardage. Ramondre Stevenson all the way down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards and a first down. As the clock winds all the way down to 45 seconds left here in the first half. Patriots looking to put up a first half 30-burger. Mac Jones with a quick hitch over the middle to Devontae Parker, and no good, incomplete. And that's second and goal at the 10. And looking over to the NFC, there's a touchdown pass on 3rd and 5. Kirk Cousins, 25-yard touchdown pass to TJ Hawkinson has tied up the game in the NFC. Presuming Greg Joseph hits the extra point. And he does. There is a penalty. Roughing the kicker, so I think that's going to count. And so the Patriots are now up on the Raiders 31-7. Wow. That was a 10-yard touchdown pass. Mac Jones to Demario Douglas. Mac Jones, 200 yards passing in the first half. And the Patriots, 100 yards rushing as well. Patriots have outgained Vegas 296-86. So it's all Patriots there. Miami has the ball back, up by 1. That was quick. Here's a short pass. Tua's got Tyreek, and it's good. First down out to the 25. Fifth catch of the game for Tyreek Hill. Yeah, Carolina was 3 and out on their last drive. Brutal. Another short pass is good. Tagovailoa hits Durham Smythe for 10 yards, and it's 1st and 10. Dolphins out to the 35. You are live for a USFFL triple header. We have 2 games about to go to halftime. Patriots are blowing out the Raiders here, 31-7. This will be the final play of the half. And with 3:36 to go in the half, Bears and Vikes are knotted up 7 apiece. Those games are in the first half. Our leverage point is right here. This game started an hour earlier. Just under 13 minutes left. Dolphins are 1st and 10 at their own 47. They are up by a single point, 21-20. And it looks like the Dolphins just had a flat pass, snake eyes, long gain, touchdown that only went for 12 yards because that's how far the receiver is carded to go. Jeff Wilson. Incomplete pass there from Tua, and it's 2nd and 10. Coach Geller remarks that he likes the choice of who that pass was thrown to. Raheem Mostert in the game at blocking back formation. Back to pass, looking short. Raheem Mostert, and it's going to be incomplete. There's a penalty, and it's holding against the offense. Raheem Mostert couldn't find the reception on his card. Wouldn't have mattered. Offense had a holding penalty. So 2nd and 20 now for the Dolphins. And on 2nd and 20, the Dolphins again are going to the big full formation. 2 tight ends, 3 running backs. Not entirely sure why he's enamored with that, but we've got a screen here. Empty zone. Devin Achane with an opportunity, but he's going to get just 4 yards. So 3rd and 16 now. Panthers in a deep 3-2-6 dime, and here comes the draw, of course. Devin Achane going with it right up the middle. And on 3rd and 16, he's going to get half of it. Achane for 8. But that makes it 4th and 8. Excuse me, 4th and 8. At their own 49, Miami's going to have to punt. And it's a nice punt inside the 5, down to about the 2. I imagine they'll let that bounce. And instead, he's going to try to return it because he's got a touchdown return, but he fumbles it. Uh-oh. Panthers with a terrible break here. They have fumbled the punt, and it might be into the end zone. Let's see. Still waiting for this to finally finish. But it looks like we might have a fumble recovery in the end zone for Miami. And we may have locked up here on this game. What a terrible time for that to happen. We'll give it just a second. Let's come over here. We already know the Raiders are way down right there. Let's take a look here as we're getting close to halftime. Bears with a holding penalty. Minnesota Vikings got a touchdown to take the lead. They're up 14-7. We missed that as TJ Hawkinson got his 2nd touchdown reception. A 1-yard touchdown pass from Cousins. There's an incomplete pass to Cole Kmet. The Bears are going to have to punt. Did we have a punt that was returned down to about the 2-yard line? That's what it looks like. Short drive got the Vikings in. So the Vikings are out in front 14-7 here as they look to even their record at 3-3. Coach Chris Kaufman. Let's go back and make sure that Miami game is still locked up. It is. So we're going to go ahead and close this and see if we can't get back to it because it was close heading to the 4th. And also because I want to know if that ended up being a touchdown. So bear with me a second. Anthony with a kind thanks for the game coverage. Let's go back and get our game number. It's another broadcast night that I have to say the MVP is Strat Tech. It's been going pretty good. Heavens, which one is Miami, Carolina? Watch game. Oh, now wait a second here. Miami did not score. What happened? Did he recover the fumble? I'm dying to know. Heavens to Betsy. Panthers. Drive began at their 20. So must have been a touchback. They must have recovered it in the end zone or something. Got the touchback. Wow. Okay, well, there's our answer. So it remains a 21-20 one-point game. And Young back to pass, short and no good, incomplete. Was trying to hit Tommy Tremble again. That makes it 4th down. The Panthers are going to punt it away again. A nice 55-yard punt. Deadens immediately, net of 54. It's going to fall down at the 15, and the Miami Dolphins will start there with a 1-point lead and 8:42 remaining on the game clock. Both teams exactly 1 out of 3 on their 3rd down conversions tonight. First and 10 from the 15. Here's a flat pass going to Tyreek Hill, and he's got it. And a 1st down run up to the 25-yard line. Get a 10 on the play for Tyreek Hill. His 6th catch of the game. 2 tight ends set here. And it's Jeff Wilson on a tailback for the Dolphins. Panthers guessing run, but it's a screen to the right side and a nice catch and run of 9 yards. Tua finds Jeff Wilson. And that makes it 2nd and 1. Miami from their 34. A-Chain now in blocking back set. Dolphins protecting that 1-point lead. Here's an inside run draw. Devin A-Chain caught him looking pass, and he's good for 5. That'll move his chains. Miami with a new series starting at their 39-yard line. And it's Raheem Mostert now in the blocking back set. And Mostert right at the middle goes for 5. Despite a couple of linebackers up that zone. 2nd and 5. Dolphins out at the 44 now. Game clock running down to 6:36 as the Dolphins with a 1-point lead looking to chew as much clock as they can. They've got the running backs to do it. And the Panthers, as you know, we mentioned earlier, I think are rated poor against the run. Indeed, they are. They guess run. Here's a quick slant. There are 2 linebackers in the zone for the Panthers. They left them home, but it goes to the offensive guard and Tua with a yak opportunity to Durham Smythe is tight end, and that's going to go for 7. That's good enough for a first down. Dolphins across midfield now. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 49-yard line. Raiders have added a touchdown in the early third quarter. They trail New England at home 31-15. From midfield back to pass, Tua looking deep and incomplete to Tyreek. He was doubled. So good call there from Coach Geller to make it 2nd and 10. Devin Achane, the tailback. Tua back to pass, looking short, doubled again to Tyreek Hill, and again incomplete. Coach Geller doubled him with the linebacker that time, Brian Burns. And it's 3rd and 10. Big third down here for the Dolphins with 5:24 to go on the game clock. Still 14-7, Vikings over the Bears. About a minute left in the first half. Dolphins facing a 3rd and 10. They'll do it from a blocking back formation. Panthers in the nickel. Dolphins are 3 of 9 on 3rd down today. Tua's under center. Back to pass, and here's a quick screen. Left side to his tailback, Devin Achane. Needs 10. And Tua on his card sets up a yak opportunity for Achane, and he's got the catch and run. It's going to be close. And Achane brought down right at the sticks. Good enough for a first down and a personal foul on top of that. Late hit for Carolina on the quarterback. And the Dolphins are all the way down to the Carolina 24-yard line. 5 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in the game. From right here, field goal attempt is 2 to 8 and 12. Blocking back set. Here comes a screen to the Mostert on the left side. He's got a catch and a nice run down to the 16-yard line. Gain of 8. 2nd down and 2 for Miami. And the rotation at tailback continues. Jeff Wilson in for this 2nd and 2. Base run set here from Miami. And Coach Tulare with a run draw on 2nd and 2. Caught him looking pass, and it's a first down run for Wilson. Gain of 4 on the play for Jeff Wilson. He's got 3 rushes, 24 yards on the game. And it's 1st and 10, Miami at the 12. Wilson's out and Devin Achane back in the game. Flat pass still option here. Panthers safety staying home. Xavier Woods. And the defense crashes short yardage run, but it's a little flat pass. Tyreek Hill, the receiver, and Tua on his card. A yak opportunity for Tyreek, who has the catch and the run, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And with just under 4 minutes to go in this game, the Dolphins, with a touchdown, extend to a 7-point lead. They're going to go for the extra point and an 8-point lead. Jason Sanders is up and good. And the Panthers on the road now trail Miami by 8, 28-20. As they prepare to make go into a 4-minute offense. Red zone update from Vegas. Patriots in the red zone again. 2nd and goal at the 3. Raiders crash run. Short pass. Incomplete. Intended for Devontae Parker. And it's 3rd and goal Patriots. Full house formation. Raiders in a 4-3. Raiders gets pass. It's run up the middle. Ramondre Stevenson's only got 2, though. Tackled at the 1, and it's 4th and goal for the Patriots there. They are going for it. Coach Dennis Young already has a 31-15 lead of 16 points. Late 3rd quarter, he's wanting to put a stamp on it. The key's on the quarterback, but it's Ramondre Stevenson up the middle. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson with his 2nd touchdown run of the game. Patriots go up after the extra point from Ryland, 38-15. .318 to go, 3rd quarter in that one. We might need to reset that Vikings-Bears game. Let's take a look in Miami, where the Panthers face a 3rd and 4 at their own 31. 3 minutes to go, 2 tight end set. Off tackle run into a pass defense. Empty zone, goes to his own card and goes nowhere. Miles Sanders rolls a 5 on his card wrong and gets that automatic 0 at the worst time. And with 2:24 to go, the Panthers, trailing by 8, have a 4th and 4 at their own 31. Crowd on their feet. Bryce Young under center, 2 tight end offense. It's Miles Sanders behind him. I don't think you can risk a run here on 4th and 4, game on the line. Not with this running back. Here's the play call. Quick slant over the middle. Empty zone. Tommy Tremble finds the empty zone again. Receiver result. And Tremble cannot bring it in. The perfect call at the right time for the Panthers. But Tommy Tremble, who's been pretty good today, couldn't make the play. And the Dolphins take over with 2:06 to go on the game clock. And it looks likely they're going to escape. Carolina still has 3 timeouts, though. There's a slant and another first down for Miami. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Miami goes to the full house, and I would think they're going to start chewing some clock here. And indeed, this game is not working, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can't get that other game number. And indeed, they have been having tech difficulties. Minnesota at Chicago. I guess that's what I get for calling Strat out as the MVP tonight. My tech issues have certainly been minimal. Now into the third quarter, Vikings are up on the Bears 21-7. They had 2 touchdown passes from Cousins to Hawkinson. And then also looks like a recovery in the end zone. Joe Oliver. Maybe a ball that was fumbled into the end zone. Let's get back out to Miami and take a look. 3rd and 7 for the Dolphins. Here comes a run up the middle to Devin Achane, and he's going to lose a yard. So the Dolphins are going to be forced to kick a field goal as the Panthers are forced to take their final timeout. So field goal here would put Miami up by 11, and the Panthers would need 11 points in a minute 37 with no timeouts. So definitely not carded as a team to pull that off. So it looks like Miami's going to hold on for a tough win at home. Congratulations, most likely, to Tony Tilleria. That squib kick returned by the Panthers is taken across midfield to the 41 of Miami. Nevertheless, not a lot of time there left for Carolina. Five-yard penalty on the Panthers. It's 1st and 15. Bryce Young back to pass, looking for DJ Chark again. He's been a regular target tonight, and Chark's got it for 13. Not enough for a first down, but he does manage to get out of bounds and stop the clock. 2nd and 2 Panthers at the Miami 33. Minute 15 to go, no timeouts. Patriots still piling on to the Raiders, up 38-15 as they now drive into the red zone yet again. Their 6th trip to the red zone today. Flat pass, Hayden Hurst. He's got a first down, but fumbles the football. But it looks like they did recover it. It's 2nd down and 10. Couldn't it? Because it wouldn't let them advance the fumble, I guess. I'm confused. Looks like they're going to take the field goal here. Even though it's 2nd and 10 with a minute left, Panthers want to get the field goal now. And it's good. Eddie Pinheiro on a 2 through 7, 11 and 12, rolled an 11. And that cuts it to an 8-point lead for Miami. 52 seconds left. Here comes the onside kick from Carolina. And it is no good. Miami should be able to just take a knee and run it out as they have the ball with 45 seconds remaining. Letting both coaches know they're invited onto the broadcast. Just waiting on the final score there. As Justin Fields scrambles for 12 yards and a first down. Bears trail by 14. 11 minutes left, third quarter. Mike White in for Tua is going to take a knee. Just wanted to check on. It looks like both coaches are going to pass on the interview, and that's just fine. I know it's late for, especially Jess. I know he is not usually up this late. 1 second left. And coming out to take a knee one more time. And that's going to do it. Your final score from Miami, the Dolphins hang on and beat the Carolina Panthers 31-23. Tua on the day was 32 of 44. 44 pass attempts, 72% completions, 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. So a real good day for Tua. Bryce Young, just 45% completions. Not carded so well to compete. Dolphins out gain them 396 to 213. Only 7 penalties combined in the game. And one of the MVPs, Christian Wilkins, who had 3 big sacks, all on third down for the Dolphins. Miami improves to 4-2. The Panthers fall to 2-4. Congratulations goes out to Tony Talaria. Vikings have the ball here mid-third quarter. They're up by 14. Let's take a look real quick over in the AFC and get caught up here. Fourth quarter action, the Patriots dominating from start to finish. They're up 45-15 on the Raiders. Wanted to see the box score real quick. Raiders lost the turnover battle 2-0. So it looks like that one's over except the final score. So we'll keep an eye on it. But let's get over here to the NFC North, where the Bears are going to try to fight to get back into this game. But the Vikings are up by 14, and they're on the march. Just shy of the red zone now. 1st and 10 at the Bears' 24. Bears looking run. Here's a flat pass. 2 men in zone, so he doubled up the right zone defensively. Good call there, Mike Martin. But it goes to the offensive card. A great yak opportunity for TJ Hawkinson. And he's got first down yardage inside the 15. Finally tackled at the 13. Jaquan Brisker on the tackle. And it's 1st and 10 Vikings at the 13-yard line. And TJ Hawkinson with his 8th catch. Dump off for 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2 at the 5. Hawkinson doing work here. Ty Chandler, the tailback. Back to pass, looking short. It's going to Justin Jefferson in the end zone. Touchdown. Minnesota Vikings with another touchdown. Cousins to Justin Jefferson. His first touchdown reception on the day. Cousins' 3rd touchdown pass as the Vikings open up a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point is good, and it's 28-7. Take a look at the standings here in the NFC North. Vikings are 2-3, part of that tie with Detroit for second place. The Packers are off. So the Vikings win here, they'll get within a half game of the Packers, who are on their bye. Lions are still playing the Buccaneers this week. Khalil Herbert ran for 4, and it's 2nd and 6 Chicago. At their own 29. Up by 3 touchdowns. Vikes will go ahead and stay in the nickel. And here's a screen pass, left side, going to Roshan Johnson. Fields goes to his card and pops the short gain. Good roll for Mike Martin. And that's first down yardage. Tackled at the 42 after a 13-yard gain. First down for the Bears. 5:24 to go, third quarter. Still time to dream comeback if you're Coach Martin. Vegas got another touchdown over in the AFC matchup. It's 45-23. Garoppolo to Jacoby Myers for a 7-yard touchdown pass. Bears after an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now at their own 42. End run, Justin Fields, and he's going to go for 6. That'll set up 3rd and 4. Fields managed to beat the defensive end with a white die on the defensive card. 3rd and 4 at their own 48. Bears go 2 tight ends. Defense looks past as a pitch out again. This one's going to Khalil Herbert. Left side, where his better run blocking is. Herbert goes to his own card, and Herbert's got good yardage around the edge. Gets the corner. There is a penalty as he gets all the way to the 40-yard line. But indeed, that penalty is holding in the Bears. Will wipe away the first down, and it's 3rd and 14 now at their own 38. And on 3rd and 14, here's a look-in pass to an empty zone. Darnell Mooney's got it, sprints toward the first down marker, and comes up about a yard short. Tackled by Blackman, I'm sorry. It's 4th and 1. Bears at their own 49. I'm sorry, at the Minnesota 49. They're going to go. 2 tight ends. Herbert's the lone tailback. Here comes the sneak. Justin Fields into a run call defensively, and Fields gets just enough. Move the sticks. Drive continues for the Bears. Bears will walk away from that game for a moment as the Raiders are in the red zone now. 2nd and goal at the 3. Waiting on the play call. Safety up close, showing blitz here for New England. And it's going to be a pitch out. Zamir White around the right side. Touchdown. Raiders into the end zone. I mean, they could go for 2 here and cut it to a 14-point game, but they're still, that means they're down 2 touchdowns with under 7 minutes to go. Raiders fighting, though, trying to get back in it. It's credit to Coach Paul Conti. Looks like Justin Fields ripped off a good run. And indeed he did. Round the end for 15. Bears are now 1st and 10 at the Vikings 33. Check back on that 2-point conversion in the AFC real quick. And no, we won't, because it looks like that game has locked out on us. So we're going to pull it back up. There's a quick slant. Cole Kmet goes for 10. And that's on his own card on the right column. Kmet, a good tight end, moves the sticks. 1st and 10 at the 23. Why can't I find the game number? There, no. Because it's right here. Okay. And the Raiders did get the 2-point conversion, so it's a 14-point game. The Patriots have the ball 2nd and 5 at the Vegas 44. So Vegas is trailing by 2 touchdowns, and the Patriots have the ball under 6 minutes to go. Raiders desperately need a big defensive stop. Flat pass to Mario Douglas and incomplete. There's a penalty marker and personal foul on Vegas. So that's just getting more and more complicated for Coach Conte after that penalty. Bears on 3rd and 12, and it's going to be a 5-yard pass, makes it 4th and 7. So Chicago, with 18 seconds left in the third quarter, they're down by 21, 28-7. And on 4th and 7, they're going to take the field goal attempt. 37-yarder. Cairo Santos is up and shanks it on the double sixes. And the brakes are just not there for the Bears tonight. Mike Martin suffering the indignity of a shanked 2-10 field goal. And the Vikings retain a 28-7 lead at the end of the third quarter. We're on to the 4th in Chicago, where the Bears are struggling at home. Vikings on top, 28-7, and they've got the ball. Back over in the AFC now. On 2nd and 10, there's a little pass for a few yards. Mondre gets 2, and it's 3rd and 8 for the Patriots. Raiders still have all 3 timeouts. And the Patriots, after that latest run, are going to settle for a field goal attempt. This will give them a 17-point lead. And Chad Ryland can't hit it. So the Raiders still have life. They trail by 14. 3 minutes, 18 seconds left. They have all 3 timeouts. The Raiders split out 4 wide receivers here on 1st down. Coach Paul Conte's going to have to get this offense churning. Double time. Yeah, it looks like we lost that game. Let's go back and get it again. Raiders at midfield now. 1st and 10. And they take their first time out on the plus side of the 2-minute warning. Incomplete pass there from Garoppolo. It's 2nd and 10. This will be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Button hook to Josh Jacobs, and he's good for 8. It'll set up a 3rd down and 2. So at the 2-minute warning, Patriots are up 45-31. 2-touchdown lead. Raiders have the ball. But the clock is their enemy. Third and 2 screen pass. Josh Jacobs has got it. 1st down yardage. Brought down at the 31-yard line. And he got out of bounds. Stops the clock. Raiders getting closer. Back to pass. He was looking short, but brought down. A sack by Christian Barmore. At a critical time, and it's 2nd and 17. And the Raiders will be forced to burn their 2nd timeout. Now back at the 38. Both teams have churned out 20-plus first downs in this game. And on 2nd and 17, Patriots will go into their deep dime, spread formation here. And it's a flat pass going to Josh Jacobs, and he's going to be good for just 5 yards. And that'll make it a more manageable 3rd and 12. He did get out of bounds, stops the clock at 1:37. So the Raiders need at least 12 yards here on 3rd and 12. Halfway through the 4th quarter, Bears still trail 28-7. Short pass, Jacoby Myers, catch, run, and a 1st down. Needed 12, got 12, even more. He got out of bounds. This game's not over. Raiders 1st and 10 now at the Patriots 21-yard line. Raiders still have 1 timeout. Boy, at one time, this game was 45-15, a 30-point lead. Flat pass, and that's going to be caught. And a 1st down inside the 10 and brought down at the 5. Trey Tucker. 0 men on the zone. He didn't get out of bounds, and the Raiders have to burn their final timeout. .122 left. Raiders have no timeouts. They are 1st and goal at the 5. They are 2 touchdowns behind, so they need to get in quickly, get that onside kick, and get in again. And Paul Conti will split out 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. It's Zamir White. Chris Kaufman has his safety up close, showing blitz here for the Vikings. Back to pass, looking short. Jacoby Myers has got it. Touchdown, Raiders. There is a penalty, but it's against New England, so Coach Paul Conti will certainly decline that. And we have a 7-point game if the extra point is good. Is he going to go for 2 now? Let's see what he does. Nope, he's going to kick the extra point. Still needs the onside kick to stay in it. Daniel Carlson gets it through, and it's 45-38. Patriots are winning on the road. Raiders need an onside kick. Here it comes. The roll. And not good. Almost, but the Patriots recover. And with 1:07 on the clock and the Raiders out of timeouts, that should do it. 2 shots at a snap fumble here is about all you've got left if you are part of Raider Nation. Mac Jones takes a knee. Personal foul penalty, delaying what is the obvious ending of this game. Coach Dennis Young going to be careful here and just take a knee. His Patriots will improve to 3-3 and even their record, while the Raiders will fall to 1-5. 4th straight loss for the Raiders, but they scored 7 points only in each of their last 3 losses. Tonight, they score 38 and lose nonetheless. As Mac Jones takes a knee and ends the game, your final from Vegas, the Raiders keep on losing. Final score is 45-38. Congratulations to Coach Dennis Young. We have one game to finish up. Under 4 minutes to go. Bears with the ball inside the red zone and a 5-yard run outside to Khalil Herbert makes it 2nd and 5 at the Minnesota 12. Problem for the Bears, they're still trailing by 3 touchdowns, less than 4 minutes to go. Same problem as the Raiders, not enough time. Pitch out Khalil Herbert, and they're all over him this time, and he's going to lose 7. All the way back to the 19, and it's 3rd and 12. Back to pass and forced to run with it as Fields. He's going to get just 4, and it's 4 and 8. And on 4th and 8, Fields scrambles for 9, and it's 1st and goal. We're at the 2-minute warning in Chicago. Bears trail 28-7. As we do welcome Dennis to the stage. Dennis, how are we doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good now.
Yeah, congratulations on a big win there tonight. A little bit of a nail biter. You kind of had to sneak that out, right?
Yeah, that was a heck of a comeback Paul did. He was down 45-35 with 13 minutes to go in the game. And came back, got one onside kick to pull in close. And heck, if he'd got that last onside kick with a minute to go, who knows? He might have pulled it off.
Yeah, you were dominating early, and I saw more of the late game than I did the early game. Was it a lot of rushing, or what was it that allowed you to have so much success to kind of build that early lead in this game?
Yeah, I was getting a lot of rolls in the first half. It was kind of crazy. I mean, Mac Jones was looking like Tom Brady. And to kind of give you an idea of how this game started, my first possession ended up with a punt. And I think it was a 3-and-out, 4-and-out punt. But anyway, I punted. He fumbled. And as I punted, I was even thinking, if he fumbles it and I recover, usually you just fall on it, right? I said, I'm going to pick it up and run it. He fumbles at his own 7. I pick it up and run it. I fumble it. I pick it up a second time and run it. I run it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, I
So
wondered. I saw the way it was written on the thing, and I'm looking at the the play log. I'm looking
yeah,
at the box score to the ball of possession, and I'm like, I don't even exactly know how he got the 7, but he got
yeah,
it. So
yeah. So he fumbled a punt. I recovered, ran it, fumbled. My second guy recovered, ran it in. And I was like, if you're gonna get breaks like that, it's gonna be a pretty good night.
that's right. Well, you
Yeah.
listen. You're 3-3.
Yep.
The Dolphins in the other action did win tonight.
Okay.
They're 4-2, so you're still a game off with the Bills still pending to see if they're going to join you or the Dolphins in the standings.
All right. Sounds interesting.
You got the Eagles coming up next. You going to be ready for that one? No,
The
wait, I'm
only thing
sorry. You have the Bills coming up next.
the only thing circled on my calendar is the Kansas City game later in the year.
I'll be looking forward to seeing you for that one, Dennis.
I just want to be a spoiler. I just want to be a spoiler. You have a good evening. Enjoy.
Yeah, you bet. Congratulations on a good victory. One step closer to that Coach of the Year berth, and I'm sure we'll see you again here in the near future.
Thanks much, Tim. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Have a good night. Thanks, Dennis.
Bye.
All right, that was Coach Dennis Young, whose Patriots walked away with a big victory tonight. It looks like maybe the Bears got another touchdown, and they did. They made the onside kick a little bit ago. They had failed. They were down by 3 touchdowns. They got a touchdown, missed the extra point, but then got the onside kick, and now they've gotten another touchdown. So if they can get 2 points here, they're down by 7. And the sneak is in, down by 7. They're going to try another onside kick. A minute left, 1 timeout. Bears still in this, kind of like the Raiders, needing an onside. Cannot get it. So Coach Mike Martin got the first onside and made the most of it, but couldn't get the second onside. And with just 1 timeout, the Minnesota Vikings and Coach Kaufman are probably going to be able to run this clock out. They'll set up in the full house formation. And Kirk Cousins takes a knee, and the Bears will burn their final timeout. And the Bears looking at 2 more hopes at a snap fumble. Cousins gets the snap successfully, takes a knee, and just 1 second remains on the clock, and here comes your final score. On 3rd and 12, Cousins is going to take a knee again. And he does just that as the clock expires here in Chicago. For the Bears, after shutting out Washington 30-0 last week, make a furious 4th quarter comeback, but come up a touchdown short against the Vikings. They lose 28-21. Congratulations goes out to Coach Chris Kaufman, whose Vikings, as you can see here, will improve to 3-3 on the year and also get their first division victory. The Bears will fall to 1-5. Vikings will be at home against the 49ers next week, whereas the Bears will also be at home and they will face the Raiders. Raiders lost tonight. Also a furious 4th quarter comeback, but couldn't hang on. Couldn't get that last onside kick and conversion to beat the Patriots. Nobody there. So I think we're about to wrap it up and sign off here. We're giving it just a moment to make sure that our last 2 coaches aren't wanting to pop in and say hello. Looks like they have dropped. And my friends, I think that's it. I'm sorry. Let me give that to you like that. It's just me chilling on the couch calling a triple cast for you tonight. The Dolphins beat the Panthers. The Patriots beat the Raiders. And the Vikings beat the Bears. More action coming up this week. I'll be in action on Thursday night against the Denver Broncos. And we'll have to see how that goes as I try to recover from a loss to the Vikings. So that's it for tonight. Thanks for joining us for USFFL action. As you know, there is always more to come.